breaking unstoppable. Coco Gauff, the only queen of hardcourt finals, 9-0 record exposed. The tennis world thought they had seen dominance. They believed Serena's reign was untouchable. They believed hard courts belonged to the veterans, the icons, the legends. And then Coco Gauff arrived. What began as a hopeful teenage rise quietly transformed into a phenomenon, an earthquake that shook stadiums from New York to Melbourne, leaving analysts scrambling, opponents trembling, and fans chanting her name before every final. The Queen is here, because in the blistering, unforgiving battlefield of hard-court tennis, where speed kills, endurance decides, and precision separates champion from mortals, Coco Gauff achieved the impossible, a 9-0 undefeated record in hard-court finals. Not one slip, not one collapse, not one choke, 9 finals, 9 trophies, 9 storms of dominance. And this is the story of how the world discovered the one truth that cannot be denied. Coco Gauff doesn't just win on hard courts. She rules them, the birth of a hard court beast. In the humid heat of Florida, on dusty public courts barely holding themselves together, a young Coco Gauff learned the meaning of grit. The ball bounced faster on the hard surface. The rallies were longer. The margins were thinner. The mistakes sharper. The sweat heavier. Most kids her age quit early. Coco didn't. She loved the feel of the ball exploding off her strings. Loved the sound of sneakers screeching across hard paint. Loved speed, chaos, power. The people who trained with her say she wasn't born with a preference. She was born with a destiny. Hard courts were her natural habitat. One of her childhood coaches recalled. It wasn't that she learned how to master them. It's that she belonged there. The first final that shocked the world. Her first hardcourt final came like a punch out of nowhere. No one expected the 17-year-old to survive the early rounds, let alone walk into the final with the confidence of a veteran. But Coco stepped into that match like she already knew what the rest of the world would soon learn. Under hardcourt lights, she becomes something else. Sharper, faster, stronger, focused in a way that looks supernatural. When she won that first final, arms raised, tears in her eyes, the commentators chalked up to youthful luck, a phase, a miracle. They had no idea it was just the beginning, the evolution of a mental giant. Hard courts demand more than physical skill. They demand a certain kind of intelligence. Every bounce is predictable, but every rally is a trap. You have to think before your opponent does. You have to know where they will hit before they even swing. Coco evolved into a chess player disguised as an athlete. Her defense stretched into long, beautiful walls. Her counterpunching turned into weapons. Her forehand, once mocked, became a thunderbolt. Her serve, a sledgehammer. But most importantly, her mind transformed from fragile to ferocious. Pressure stopped being her enemy. It became her power source. Under the lights of final, she breathes differently, moves differently, thinks differently. As she later admitted, hard court finals bring out the version of me that doesn't lose. And she didn't. Not once. 9 finals. 9 triumphs. The rivalries that fueled the legend. Every queen faces challengers. Coco's rise attracted an army of them. Naomi Osaka, the silent storm. Their matches became psychological battles. Coco's youth versus Naomi's calm. Every final between them felt like a movie. Long rallies, impossible saves, roars from the crowd shaking the arena. IGA Swiatek, the ice warrior. IGA, the clay queen, wanted to steal hard courts too. Their duels became chess matches. Cold precision versus explosive energy. Each meeting pushed Coco to discover new layers of her strength. Aryna Sabalenka, the fearless lioness. Power against power. Fire against fire. Their finals were wars of attrition, where one had to break, and it was never Coco. Elena Rybakina, the sniper. Elena's lasers tested Coco's defense like no one else. But Coco absorbed every shot and always found a way to strike back. These women weren't just opponents. They were the sculptors of Coco's greatness. The final that crowned the queen, her 9th hardcourt final, was the one that changed everything. The crowd in the packed stadium felt it. History was being born. Reporters were already drafting their headlines. Fans wore shirts that read, 9-0 incoming. Coco's opponent played the match of her life. She ripped winners. She chased down impossible balls. She fought like a woman possessed. But Coco, she moved like she wasn't playing tennis, like she was conducting an orchestra. Every point had rhythm. Every rally had choreography. Every winner felt inevitable. In the last game, Coco delivered 3 serves over 120 miles per hour. Match point. Serve wide. Return floats. Forehand winner. The stadium exploded. Coco dropped to her knees, arms shaking, eyes wide. A new type of silence washed over her, the silence of realization. She wasn't just winning. She was building an empire. Reporters rushed to name her the hardcourt empress, the unbroken, the new American titan. But the name that stuck was the one fans chanted. Queen Coco, Queen Coco, Queen Coco. The science behind her superpower. Analysts dug into her matches, desperate to explain how she did it. They uncovered patterns. 1. Her court coverage is unreal. She runs like a sprinter, defends like a wall, counters like a boxer. 2. Her return game is the deadliest of her generation. Hard courts reward aggression, and Coco attacks every serve like she owns it. 3. Her mental strength skyrockets in finals. While others feel pressure, Coco sharpens. While others get nervous, Coco locks in. While others fear losing, Coco fears not giving her all. 4. She studies opponents like a scientist. Every weakness becomes part of her blueprint. Every tendency becomes her weapon. 5. Her stamina is unmatched. Finals often go long. Coco goes longer. The secret no one saw coming. After her 9th undefeated final, Coco revealed the truth in a post-match interview that stunned everyone. "You know why I love hardcourt finals?" she said, smiling. "Because that's where I feel most like myself. Fast, wild, unapologetic. I play free there." Free, that was the key. Not pressure, not rankings, not expectations. Freedom. ESPN called her the future of American tennis. BBC named her the new global face of the sport. Social media erupted with edits, fan art, tributes, comparisons to Serena, Venus, Osaka, and Clijsters. But Coco didn't want comparisons. She wanted to build her own dynasty. Children across the world lined up on hard courts to imitate her footwork. Sneaker brands begged to sign her. Tournament organizers fought to feature her in prime time. Her 9-0 record became a myth whispered between players. Don't let her reach the final. If she does, it's over. The legacy in motion. Coco Gauff's undefeated run in hard court finals didn't just make her dominant. It made her historic. In a sport where pressure crushes, she thrives. Where consistency is rare, she's relentless. Where legends are made, she's rewriting the rules. Her hard court record stands not as a statistic, but as a warning. If Coco Gauff reaches a final, prepare yourself. Because the queen of hard courts doesn't lose. And the world now knows the truth, exposed and undeniable. Coco Gauff is unstoppable. 9-0. Perfect. Terrifying. Glorious. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.